Some groups like the Mortgage Bankers Association are tracking home loans on a 30-year mortgage at slightly below 8%. MBA said it is at 7.7%, and others are tracking it even higher than that. Local financial professional Alan Porter from Strategic Wealth Strategies out of Fayetteville is here to explain why your credit score matters now more than ever and how to improve it. Thank you for being with us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Mr. Porter, your credit is so important. We know that you need your credit. It determines your financial health. It also determines whether or not you can even get a mortgage. Why is it so important for people to start thinking about their credit score right now?
Well, people need to understand your credit report is pulled every time you apply for a mortgage, to rent a house, to purchase a car, or qualify for a credit card. And if you don't have the proper credit score, you're not even going to qualify. But the higher your credit score, the lower your interest rate that you're going to pay. It will it will affect your financial future. But understand this, 84% of Americans are in debt to the tune of over $17 trillion, and it's growing constantly. And people already this year in the first 2 months have borrowed over $1.7 to $1.8 billion on credit cards.
And what is a good credit score?
Well, understand there are 3 different credit reporting agencies, and they all have different credit criteria. And there's 5 levels. But I have found that a credit score from, I would say, 670 to 740, you'll get a pretty good credit score. But understand this is very important. That will affect your financial life. If you can obtain this credit score of 740 or above, you're going to get the lowest interest rates. And it's also going to give you the opportunities, if you don't have that score of 740 or above, would never be offered to you.
We can all look forward to those low interest rates, but what about people who don't have the greatest credit score? What steps should they take to get their credit score back on track?
Well, you need to have a plan. First off, don't use all of your available credit, and don't spend more money than you make, and never use a credit card for a replacement of cash. But here's the very important thing: pay your bills on time. People don't understand, if you have a late payment, it could affect your credit score by 100 points or more. And now your interest rate may go up 1%, 5%, 10%, 20% or more. And that will definitely affect your financial future. And the other thing, use an app or some type of automatic payment to keep track and keep you on time with all your payments.
Those apps are so helpful. Is there anything else that people can do to protect their credit score?
Well, don't open multiple accounts. When you open multiple accounts, that lowers your score. And never have excessive amount of credit available. That will also lower it. But this is very important. You need to review your credit report yearly. And I think you can do it weekly now through money.com. But, identity theft and fraud is rampant now. And when you review, you may find accounts that aren't even yours, especially even with your Social Security and personal information. With identity theft, you may find that you're paying for these bills that you may be doing for a year if you haven't reviewed it, and they're not even yours. So it's very important to review and close those accounts out.
Thank you so much for those helpful tips on how to boost your credit. Alan Porter, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.